I heard that RLCraft is on Minecraft Bedrock, so let's see if we can beat it. First, let's go through the basics.
Right now. Oh, I get to click the clicky thingy.
An immersive and challenging experience based on the original Java modpack by Shavaxi. Brought to you by Honeyfrost. Let's jump right in and start your adventure.
Before we got into the mod, we get to pick which difficulty we wanted to play on, and for our sake, we thought normal mode was the best option, but boy was I wrong. And then we also played the tutorial right after that too, so then we could get the basics of the mod down. The tutorial taught us everything we need, such as making a flint knife to make a flint axe to mine a tree. Then we learned about the leveling menu, damaging your different body parts, using bandages, sleeping, temperature, trinkets, and thirst. But after all of that, we finally got put into the world of RLCraft.
Oh.
Yo!
Why do you look like that?
Look behind you. Now, we didn't even know what was going to happen around us, so we started off by getting some flint to make a flint knife before running into a queen bee and dying. Then we both spawned somewhere else and found a lot of good stuff.
I'm at
negative 100, negative 200.
Hi,
oh wait,
Nova.
I see you. Yo, there's a gold axe in here and stuff. Oh my gosh. But then after I saw that chest, there was a building that we went to go explore, which was almost our biggest mistake because we almost ended up dying. But luckily we didn't. Shortly after that, we ended up finding a village that we were going to rest, get food, and recuperate at. Finally, after leveling up and getting a bit of loot, I ended up dying. But that's okay because I got my stuff back and we went to go explore that tower before dying again. When I got my stuff back, we ended up laying off of the tower for now, and I leveled up my stuff a bit. To sum up what happened for this past 20 minutes, we were just running around, getting wood, learning the game more, and that's about it. But this also happened.
Can't use my katana. Ow! What? Oh. Oh.
So yeah, a dragon basically came out of nowhere killing Worthius, but don't worry, because I also ended up dying to it too! So not only he lost his stuff, but I also lost my stuff too, and that was horrible for us, but don't worry, we ended up getting our stuff back. After we got our stuff back, we saw an island that was far away from where we died at. So our dumb brains decided it was a good idea to swim over there with a dragon underneath us. And by a miracle, we ended up surviving by swimming over there and somehow we got onto the island. And this is all you would hear. This is our building now.
XP bottles.
Then we got some loot from the chests and we decided to jump down. And I'll show you how this all went down. Jump down. We're going into the hay bales.
Oh my.
Bad idea.
Oh
Bad idea. Get out of here. No. Oh.
That was great.
So we both died in a place where we definitely weren't getting our stuff back. But not all was lost, because we still leveled up some of our stuff and we decided to invite another person to play the next day. Sadly, you can't hear him for now because he had his mic muted on stream, but just know he is here. When he got here at first, we didn't even do that much. All we did is explore and some of us died a lot, but I found a little hut that had a warp stone, which I named Goblin Hut to teleport to whenever I need it. Then we found a place that we could call home. All I did when I got there was get some wood, start a mine, make an ember fruit farm, and level up a bit. And then we called it a day because the stream crashed. But the next day we got back on and Worthies couldn't get on, so we did it without him. And we got somebody else named Captain Caring as his replacement for the rest of the video. While Captain and Glad were exploring and leveling up their loot, I was still staying at home, leveling up, mining, farming, and doing a whole lot of stuff. But I felt like I was getting behind them because they were already leveling up like crazy. So I decided to go on an adventure of my own. On this adventure, I found this broken down building that a bunch of armored men were spawning and camping at. I decided to drop down to see if I could get some loot, and sure there was loot, but there was a whole lot of armored soldiers, so I was in this little box in the ground for 20 minutes trying to fight off these people. Once I got out of there, I found some loot that was alright, which means I did that for nothing besides a couple of levels. Then after getting out of there, I decided to go on another adventure by myself, even though Captain and Glad wanted to go on an adventure together.
Nova, come to us.
Nah, I'm still doing
Bro,
stuff.
bro's good.
Alright, well, when you're done, go back to the base and then go to the warp stone, click on Captain's storage, and then go to us using locator bar.
But I decided to try on my own just one more time. But I decided to scrap that idea because I almost ended up dying. So I decided to go back home and sort out my stuff in my chest before teleporting to Captain's hut. Once I did get there, one of them was AFK, so I decided to level up while they were. And I'd say that I was getting up there with them. Then after that, we finally tried to go to the structure that Captain found, and we found a big tower before we got there that we decided to loot up. But after that, we finally got to the structure that we were going to get a lot of loot from.
Yeah, those chests are terrible. Sides, a dwarven tome.
Okay.
This trinket will be
Fire essence.
I didn't even think that guy was real.
Why am I getting cooked?
So I almost ended up dying, and I did end up dying a couple of times until I finally killed all of them and got some loot. So I decided to explore the building a bit more, and then I went to another building next to it to sort my inventory for a while after I collected all of that stuff in my inventory. After I sorted my loot, me and Captain went home and I got some food from starting a potato farm. I had to stock up on food because we were going to need it for this next building we were going to conquer. Remember that big tower at the start of the video that I laid off of? Well, that was the tower that we were going to, and once I was ready, we finally made it, and there was a spider queen on top of the building, and this is what happened.
Alright, back up. It's actually decent. I need help!
Okay, I'm coming.
Don't let it lock on you.
Shoot.
Dead. How did I die?
Running for my lot.
Oh, no, but you didn't help me, that's why we died!
I kinda knew it was my fault, since I actually wasn't helping him and I was taking the loot. But we decided to go back to get our loot, and we died over and over again, making steady progress until finally we made it up. Once we made it up, we got our stuff back and fought the Spider Queen again. We defeated it, and I couldn't tell what it dropped because Captain took it all, but I did end up getting an experience tome to level up with, so I'm not gonna complain that much. We then decided to move down the tower through the different levels, gaining gear, leveling up, and fighting the mobs. We were doing pretty successful, but Captain died a bit, but I was still keeping myself alive until I just started dying and dying and dying again. Since we pretty much got everything we needed from the tower, we decided to pick up the loot that we got, and we made our way out of the building. Once I sorted out all of the loot, I had to go AFK, so Glad decided to raid a whole pyramid while I was gone, getting a bit of loot for himself. I got back shortly after that, and I decided to go home to trade with the guy that was in my home. Then I mined for resources, mainly for XP and a bit more iron that would be useful. After that, I finally found a lava pool that I decided to make a portal out of. So once Glad and Captain got here, we went inside, and all we needed to do was get blaze rods and ender pearls. But not after too long, we found a nether fortress, and we got around 6 or 7 blaze rods and thought it was enough. We went to go get the ender pearls that we needed, which took forever, by the way. Eventually, we finally got them, and Captain went AFK, so once again, I was getting XP from quartz, so then I could use a certain sword called Shadow Rend and another sword called Evergreen. I also had this weapon which allowed you to dash everywhere, but the durability is not so great, so I had to make plenty. We still thought we weren't ready to go to the end, so we prepared a whole lot more by preparing armor, crafting potions, and gaining experience. Food was also a problem for them, but luckily I still had a ton of baked potatoes that I could eat. Then after all of that, we finally decided to head off, but there was a boss in front of us. His name is Oracle the Orc. I thought this was a good way to test out my weapons until I ended up dying. I got back and we killed Oracle the orc and kept on following the eyes of Ender. We traveled a while and there was buildings that we decided to go ahead and loot up because why not? Finally, after all of that, we traveled down to a ravine which I almost ended up dying, but then we finally found the portal.
Here, Nova, here, Nova.
Alright everybody, been a good
It's been a good run.
RLCraft is a very good mod. We're beating it for the first time. Very happy. So yeah, let's do it. You blocked my way, bruh.
Bro, we have 2 more.
Alright guys,
Do
make
not-
sure you like and subscribe to Nova Ghost!
No, this isn't work.
This
Alright. Like and subscribe to Nova Ghost.
like and
Hey,
subscribe!
well
Super Dragon. We're gonna like 3-tap this guy.
The end is literally
Oh.
nothing changed.
Yo!
Go!
Come on. Killer!
Killer!
I shot her! I shot her again!
Get her!
RLCraft will...
No!
RLCraft! RLCraft! No, but you gotta put the bloopers in, bro.
Yes! RLCraft will see you next
RLCraft,
time!
Got this the best pod!
Let's go!
We did it!
Bye-bye! Well, that's where it all ends. I intended to make this video longer, but it turned out shorter because the original was 10 hours. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.